a destruction of personality. Paul says our bodies shall rise. Epicureanism said there was no existence beyond death. Paul says Jesus Christ was raised from the dead, and our bodies too shall rise. Platonism believes in the immortality of the soul but denies the bodily resurrection. Paul says our physical bodies shall be made alive and as our spiritual bodies. This section, there's a subsection here, power of the resurrection. Behold, I show you a mystery. We shall not all sleep, but we shall all be changed. What is a mystery? We have already discussed it several times. A mystery is something which had not been revealed in the Old Testament, but is now revealed in the New Testament. It is something which you cannot learn by the eye gate or the ear gate, nor as it entered into the hearts of man. That is, it is not something man would have thought of. It is a fact which must be revealed by God. Behold, I show you a mystery. We shall not all sleep. We are not all going down through the doorway of death, but we shall all be changed. Whether we die or don't die, you must still be changed, friend. Sometimes we hear people say, I hope I am alive at the coming of Christ, so I will just go into his presence. Well, before any of us can go into his presence, we'll have to be changed. Verse 52. In a moment, in the twinkling of an eye, at the last trump, trump, uh, for the trump shall sound, and the dead shall be raised incorruptible, and we shall be changed in the moment, in the smallest particle of time. The word is in atomo, from which we get our word atom. Scientists made a big mistake when they called that little fella an atom. They thought they had found the smallest particle of matter, and now they can cut up the little atom like a railroad restaurant pie. It would have been better if we had named it Sochion, which means a building block. Actually, Simon Peter used this word in his second epistle when he says that the elements, the uh, stoi chion, shall melt with a fervent heat. And he wasn't even a scientist; he was a fisherman. But the Spirit of God knew a little bit about science. We shall all be changed in the twinkling of an eye. How long is that? Is a twinkle when the lid goes down and then it comes up, or is it both of them? Well, it simply means in a moment, in a fraction of a second. There won't even be time to say, here he comes, or here he is at the last trump. What is that? That is his last call. The trump is his voice. John tells us in the book of Revelations, I was in the Spirit on the Lord's day and heard behind me a great voice as of a trumpet. And when he turned to see who was speaking, he saw Christ. That's Revelation. See Revelation chapter 1, verse 10 through 13. So at the last trump is the voice of the Lord Jesus on his last call to mankind. He will call the dead back to life. He said, Lazarus, come forth in John chapter 11, verse 43. Someday he will say to me, Vernon, come forth, and he will also call you by name. And the dead shall arise incorruptible, and we shall be changed.